Good morning, Jackednnerdy fans. Jeremy here with a non-spoiler review for the latest horror movie release, The Boogeyman. Before I jump into that review, though, as always, if you haven't done so already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. That way you guys never miss out on a video. And if you do enjoy our content, please make sure you give these videos a thumbs up, because that lets us know that you enjoy our content and it encourages us to keep putting it out there. So, with that out of the way, The Boogeyman, based off of the Stephen King novels, directed by Rob Savage, who I'm not overly familiar with, but hands down, I think he did a fantastic job with this movie. If you're not familiar with what The Boogeyman is, as a child, everyone has those moments where they fear if there's a monster in the closet or under the bed. And this movie, or this character, the Boogeyman, is the epitome of that fear. I think Rob Savage did a fantastic job with this film. I found myself was in the very early stages of the film, when you're first kind of experiencing the dread that is the Boogeyman. No joke, my body temperature plummeted. I had goosebumps, I had cold chills just because of the sheer dread that he created in the ambiance and the environment in the cinema. It was just filled with dread, and that was absolutely fantastic. So hands down, he did a fantastic job. Interestingly enough, I was curious about this after the film, and I've just looked it up now. This film had a budget of $35 million, which is very, very small compared to most Hollywood films. And you know what? I mean, you can kind of tell that this is a low budget because it hasn't got a very big cast. The special effects and the visual effects are kept as to as much of a minimum as possible. However, what they've accomplished with this small budget is absolutely fantastic, and no joke. I mean, it's going to make its money back in spades, and it deserves to. I reckon it's going to over triple its budget, I think, at the box office in its full run, of course, not just opening weekend, but in its full run. So, casting, I think they did do a fantastic job with the casting. Sophie Thatcher, was the oldest daughter. She did a fantastic job. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was the young girl who played a young Princess Leia in the Obi-Wan series, Vivien, Lyra, Blair, plays the younger sister. I believe she's the same actress that played young Lyra in the Obi-Wan series. She did a fantastic job. She was so good in this, and she deserves all the praise she can get. Chris Messina, who was fantastic as well, playing the father, did a great job. Marin Island, again, fantastic. However, one of the biggest draw cards for me was from the trailers. I saw that Dave Dastmalchian in this film. You will recognise him from James Gunn's The Suicide Squad. He played Polka Dot Man. He's also obviously in the Ant-Man movies. Dave Dastmalchian, who I think he's an absolute talent. And he was really, really good in this as well. Albeit he had a small role, but he did do a fantastic job. So casting, absolutely fantastic. What they managed to achieve with such a small budget of $35 million, absolutely brilliant. The writing was on point. I have very, very, very little complaints about the writing of this movie. I think they did really, really well. There's maybe one or two things that I would have maybe cut down on or gotten out of, gotten rid of completely, because I don't think they really had too great a role to play in the overall story. Just little things like conflict between teenage kids at school, arguing or fighting with each other, things like that. I don't think it played into the overall story all that well. But those are very, very minimal gripes. As I said, the director, Rob Savage, has done such a fantastic job in this film of whenever he's alluding to the boogeyman, or when things are kind of coming to slowly rising to that point where there's going to be a scare or something's going to happen or whatever, just creating a feeling of just pure unadulterated dread and giving you goosebumps. He achieved it in this film hands down perfectly. So all in all, if you love horror movies, if you love Stephen King movies, if you love just feeling like, as I said, a sense of dread or impending doom or impending fear, this is a movie that you will want to see. At the moment, it's got an IMDB score of 6.3 out of 10 and a Rotten Tomatoes score of 64%. Absolutely, I'd agree with that. Look, this is not an Oscar movie. If you're looking for an Oscar movie, this is definitely not the one for you. However, if you're looking for a very decent, good quality horror movie, absolutely, hands down, you will enjoy The Boogeyman. I didn't really have this on my radar for the year. But I'm definitely glad I went out to and saw it on the big screen in the cinemas. It's definitely well worth a watch, especially if you are a horror fan. So, again, non-spoiler, not giving anything away. I give this a massive thumbs up. I mean, I'd give it a 70% or 7 out of 10. Absolutely, hands down, easy. It was a great film. Like I said, the cast did fantastic. The director did a great job. Mrs. Jackednnerdy didn't come with me to see it, but this is definitely a film that she'll want to watch. So, we'll probably sit down once it's on streaming and watch it again together. But definitely, if you're a horror film fan or aficionado, you do want to go and check this out on the big screen with the sound quality and everything. And hit me up in the comments section below. Let me know if you went and saw The Boogeyman and what you thought. Did you feel this overwhelming sense of dread as well? The other thing is, I mean, I will put a little warning out there. If you are a parent of young children, there are a few moments where you may find it a little bit difficult to watch. If you're a parent, you'll understand what I'm talking about. So there are a few moments where you, as a parent, where you cringe a little bit, or it's a bit hard. But on the whole, still an enjoyable film. So with that all said and done, as I said, hit me up in the comments section below. Let me know what you thought of this film. Stay tuned to the channel. We've got a big month coming up. We've got The Flash coming out. We've got Transformers, Rise of the Beasts. We've got Indiana Jones. Lots of movies coming out. Towards the end of the month, we've got a couple of TV shows coming back out. I think they just dropped yesterday a trailer for Jack Ryan, the final season, so that will be coming out at the end of the month. So we'll be reviewing all of these films. We've also got heaps of unboxing videos coming out. Mrs. Jackednnerdy has been busy with her mystery boxes and managing our eBay store. So the link is in the description of this video. If you want to head over and check out our eBay store, all of the items that you see in the mystery box videos will be going up on that store, available for you to purchase. And also we've got lots of hot toys coming in as well. So make sure you check out those videos. And as always, hit that subscribe button. And until next time, guys, stay jacked and stay nerdy.